Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we dig into the documents that companies don't exactly shout from the rooftops. Today we are going to talk about Remitly, and it looks like there's some boardroom shuffle going on, but is it just a normal transition or something more? Let's decode. Remitly, for those who don't know, is that app your cousin uses to send money back home. They're all about international money transfers, making it easier and faster to send cash across borders. Think of them as the digital version of wiring money, but hopefully without the crazy fees. So what's an 8K form? It's basically a corporate bat signal. Companies use it to tell the Securities and Exchange Commission or the SEC about big changes that could matter to investors. Think of it as the breaking news of the business world. This particular 8K was filed because someone important is leaving their position. The big news here is that Joshua Hugg, the vice chair of Remitly Global, is stepping down from his position as vice chair to become a non-employee director. This change will be effective in mid-May of 2025. Now, why is this important? Well, a vice chair is a pretty big deal. They're usually involved in setting the company's direction and making major decisions. So when someone in that kind of role changes positions, it can signal a shift in the company's strategy or leadership. Now, the company is quick to say that Hugg's transition didn't happen because of any disagreements about financial reporting or accounting. That's corporate speak for everything is fine, don't worry. Companies usually put this disclaimer when a top executive leaves to avoid people thinking there's something fishy going on with the numbers. So what's in this transition agreement? Basically, it's a deal that outlines the terms of Hugg's departure. According to the agreement, Remitly will pay for his health insurance coverage under COBRA for 18 months. COBRA is a program that lets you continue your health insurance coverage after you leave a job, but you usually have to pay the full premium yourself. So, Remitly picking up the tab for a year and a half is a pretty sweet deal. Also, Mr. Hugg is releasing the company from any claims. The agreement also includes some promises from Hugg. He's still bound by agreements not to poach employees, compete with Remitly, say bad things about the company, and keep confidential information secret. These kinds of clauses are pretty standard in these agreements, especially for high-level executives. It's all about protecting the company's interests even after someone leaves. If you are really interested in the fine print of this transition agreement, you will have to wait for Remitly's next quarterly report, the 10Q form. That's where they'll file the full agreement for everyone to see. Now, let's put this information into perspective. Leadership changes at the top can sometimes create uncertainty. Investors might wonder if this transition will impact Remitly's ability to grow or compete. However, Remitly seems to be handling the transition smoothly, so it is unlikely. It's important to keep an eye on how the company performs in the next few quarters to see if there are any noticeable effects. So what does all this mean for Remitly? Well, it's hard to say for sure based on just this one document. On the one hand, the company is losing a key leader in the vice chair. On the other hand, they seem to have a solid plan for the transition, and Hugg will still be involved as a director. One thing to keep in mind is that the international money transfer market is getting crowded. Remitly faces competition from traditional players like Western Union as well as other tech-savvy companies, so they need to stay on their toes to keep growing. Overall, Remitly seems to be in a decent position. They've built a strong brand, and they're serving a real need for people who want to send money across borders. However, they're operating in a competitive industry, and leadership changes always bring some level of risk. Thanks for watching. If you found this decoder video helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the world of corporate filings. Let me know in the comments what company you want me to decode next.